PokeRamble Podcast.
Episode 39 is here, but the news isn't. It's another slow week for Pokemon. But hey, we've still got things to talk about. There's a map with Pokemon on it, there's stuff happening in Pokemon Go, and there's some more stuff in TCG. Let's go on with the show. Yes, welcome to episode 39 of the PokeRamble Podcast, the only podcast that does it in one take. Albeit, we fail in one take. And when I say we, I mean me. I'm your host, Kumail, and joined with me, as always, is the Battle Frontier brain himself, Amit. Hello.
It's a good thing TCG is as easy as 1, 2, 3, right?
Oh, don't you start this, my good friend.
How you doing, dude?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just a bit shocked that it's a slow week.
It is a bit of a slow week, but you know what? We've had a lot of big reveals at the end of February. March has been digesting those. I think we've had some good news so far this year already.
Yeah, I guess. You would have thought for the 25th anniversary they'll try to do something every month, just to keep the hype train going. But it seems like they've taken a month off. And mind you,
they did for 20, right?
Yes, they did. Every month they had stuff going on. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but hey, plenty to look forward to later on in the year. Talking of things to look forward to, is episode 39. What Pokemon is that? Can I have a guess? Is it Growlithe?
It is not Growlithe.
Damn. All right.
Couldn't be more appropriate that this week we are talking about Pokemon sleeping. It's our boy Jigglypuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that Jigglypuff in this microphone. Now, I actually was watching something. I can't remember what I was watching. Oh, right. It was like I'm going to say what I was watching, but they were talking about how some Pokemon and eggs can learn moves. And there was like an episode of Jigglypuff singing and the egg hatched. And how the hatched egg was a Pokemon that learned to sing because Jigglypuff always used to sing to the egg. So, pretty cool.
Sure.
Yeah. You'll understand what I'm talking about one of these days.
Listen, I fully believe it. But that's not how egg moves happen, right? Ditto doesn't just breed with your other Pokemon and then sing to it afterwards and it learns Aqua Jet. Can you imagine,
No, I'm saying the Pokemon learned sing, as in, I think the Pokemon was Azurill. It learned sing because of the Jigglypuff singing to the egg.
Yeah, but can you imagine that if someone was using Play Rough on the egg, that the egg would learn Play Rough? Or Zen Headbutt? That wouldn't work out.
But the egg used Shell Smash.
Soft boiled.
Yeah. Basically, we've got.
Why are there so many egg-based Pokemon moves? Egg Bomb.
Egg Bomb, yeah.
I guess Barrage isn't technically eggs, but I think
they had the egg animation. You're right. Yeah. Damn, you're right. All right, let's stop doing the soft-boiled stuff and let's go on to the first segment of the show, shall we? Shall we, or do you want to stay
no, you
go
for it. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I'll go for it. Hey, so this is the part of the show where we talk about maps without borders. Well, there's borders there actually. So what is all this about this map in Pokemon?
A really, really interesting news story that I came across this week. That basically a group of people, and I will find the names of who did it in a moment.
It's the Toy Zone that did this.
There we go.
Yeah.
Toy Zone basically did a piece of analysis. I'm not entirely sure how they got the raw data, but they searched for the most Googled Pokemon in every single country in the world.
Generation 1 only, obviously.
Yeah. I don't think it was.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it Gen 1 only?
So
okay.
The folks over at the Toy Zone have conducted a study that explores the popularity of Pokemon's Generation 1 monsters all around the globe to determine which Pokemon tops each country's popularity charts. The study used Google volume data to identify Pokemon ranked highest above the global search average. And this study was done last month, so it was a slow month for them.
Super interesting though. Like you've obviously got this. Pikachu is popular in a lot of places. I think unsurprisingly, Charizard features many times as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the most popular Pokemon in the UK where we live. Couple of other Pokemon that maybe aren't so surprising. The likes of Gyarados, Dragonite, Alakazam. pop up every now and then. And then you have some really left-wing ones, like the Seychelles. It's Parasect, and I can't figure it out. It's not a word in another language that I can figure out, but Parasect is the most searched for Pokemon in the Seychelles.
Pakistan has Paris as well.
Nice.
Why has it got Paris? Botswana has got Horsey. And I think it's the only country in Africa to have something that's not that. Well, actually, no. Tanzania's got muck. I can't figure that one out.
Yeah, Tanzania and muck is super weird.
Yeah.
And I think Macedonia has Mankey as well.
Yeah. Can you have a guess at what the UK's popular Pokemon is?
I think it's Charizard, isn't it?
Yes, it's Charizard. And the US's?
Oh, I can't remember. It was Pikachu, wasn't it?
Gengar. Surprisingly.
Gengar.
Yeah, that's a great Pokemon. Everyone loves Gengar.
Yes,
good old ghost.
People like Gengar.
So yeah, I just thought that was really cool. I'd like to say that some of these words are like searched up from like different languages.
I did for a couple of them. I was actually trying to do that, so I went and Googled like, what languages are spoken in this country, and then put those into translators. But nothing really was coming up.
It's weird, but
Super
a cool study. Probably wasn't needed, but hey, I'm glad they did it anyway. But yeah, no, that's literally all the story we've got for this. Is that
listen, data is beautiful. That's it.
Oh,
we can move on.
Yeah, you're a big data fan.
Yes.
No, I won't make the joke. It's fine. We'll move on.
No, go ahead. You sure?
Yeah, I think it's probably best I do it off stream rather than.
Oh God.
All right, cool. We'll move on. This is a segment of the show where I make the joke where oh look, that professor is looking cute. Data. Sorry. All right. We'll actually move on to the next segment. I'm gonna regret making that joke about 10 years down the line.
You were so unsure about your delivery that I didn't know what you were doing for a second, and I was like, "Is this some new weird Pokemon Go like it's section intro that I'm not aware of?" And then I was like, "Oh no, I see what he's done." Oh no!
Talking of Pokemon Go is Pokemon What's Going On, and yeah.
Before you do,
yeah,
most attractive Pokemon professor is Kukui, right?
If I guess
I like Sycamore.
But
it's probably Kukui, right?
I'd probably go for Fennel myself.
All right, fair enough. We can move on now.
What about Juniper?
Oh, that's a good point. There are two female professors, aren't there? Juniper and Magnolia.
Yeah. Rahul's saying his favorite is Professor Rowan. No,
nice.
Let's just move on. We're talking about Pokemon Go.
I still go Kukui as the most attractive. Like he's the most hunky of all the professors.
He's worked out. Like he's had to work out to take some Pokemon moves.
Exactly.
Yeah. God out of context.
We can move on. We can move on.
Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of things happening in Pokemon Go actually compared to everything else. Where Pokemon Go, you got a few things happening. So first of all, the Therian forms have been in raids for quite a while now. We've had Thundurus, and now we're getting Tornadus on Tuesday. Coming with Tornadus on Tuesday, you've got the Slugma Spotlight Hour, where there'll be lots of Slugmas spawning for an hour at 6 o'clock local time. So if you like Slugma, now's your chance to catch loads of them.
Watch where you're walking, it'll be real sticky.
Nice. And then also coming on the 1st of April is the Rocket Research with Giovanni, who's going to have a Shadow Zapdos. This is a rerun, so enjoy Shadow Zapdos if you've got the Super Rocket Radar from the research. There is going to be an Easter event from Sunday the 4th of April to Thursday the 8th of April. You can look forward to spring-themed Pokemon such as Chansey, Blissey, and Happiny wearing flower crowns. And there'll be other spring and egg themed surprises, so look forward to that. Something that's not too, thrillish. We've got Frillish in the research breakthroughs for April, so we've gone from Gibble to Frillish. I mean, Pokemon Go's peaked apparently. And then lastly, there's a surprise Mega Evolved Pokemon will be appearing in Mega Raids, and I don't know what kind of surprise they're going to spring on us. I'm probably thinking it's just going to be Mega Ordino or something.
If it's Easter, it's probably Lopunny, right?
solid shout. I don't think I've seen a
Because
Lopunny before.
that's a bunny, right?
Yes, and Pokemon Masters might have Lopunny coming as well. Who knows? We'll see. Find out next time on the episode of PokeRamble Podcast. That's really it for Pokemon Go news. So I'm just gonna move on and act like nothing happened.
Nice.
This is the part of the show where we talk about TCG. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. We've got a couple of cool things. So coming in the, I think it's Jet Black and Silver Lance sets, or White Lance, one of those two, is these Calyrex cards with Spectaria and Glisteria, I think it is.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yep.
It's super cool. It's nice because I guess they're called Calyrex in the card, but obviously heavily feature the 2 horse Pokemon as well. And I think it's cool because obviously in the game Calyrex is the Pokemon that is formed when you fuse them together. But the movesets and typings are obviously very signature to the horses themselves. So
Wait,
you got
did you say Calyrex is formed?
Sure. Forms.
There we go. Yeah, I was like, what?
No, his forms.
Yeah.
His 2 forms, obviously in the game, irrespective of which one you make, they're still called Calyrex. So it makes sense why the cards are called that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've got a V and a V Max, and then an alternative V.
I
for
guess.
each, which is super cool.
Yeah. What's really cool about Calyrex is it's got that ability where you can use 2 abilities when it's fused with the Pokemon. That's crazy. That's really weird.
It's surprisingly handy as well. Like particularly at the moment in VGC, what are we, season 9, 10? I've lost count. Whatever season we're in now, Unnerve prevents your opponents from using berries. So super helpful for citrus berries, which are very common, Lumberry less so, and also like weakness berries as well. Very, very helpful. And then either Chilling Neigh or Grim Neigh to get those special attack or attack boosts every time you land a KO. It's super helpful to have both.
Oh yeah,
there's much more utility than perhaps people realize.
Spectaria in singles was borderline busted because of its ability of being able to raise it. So I think it was special attack, wasn't it? Every time.
Special attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. But that's really it for TCGs. Easier 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and there's a special TCG stuff going on in the Pokemon Center, like this box, for example, you can get for your cards. Sucks that we don't have a Pokemon Center here in the UK, and they don't ship to the UK. So, haha, jokes on us. Get the clown.
The GameStop Flapple is out now. That's the other TCG news.
Does anyone care about Flapple?
Yes. There are people whose favorite Pokemon is Flapple, I'm sure.
I apologize. We're just going to move on, though. This is merch to do about nothing. Again, we always like to use puns for our segments. Just a one little itty bitty piece of news is Ichiban Kuji is teaming up with the Pokemon Company for you to win some fabulous prizes. Now, if you don't know what Ichiban Kuji is, it's basically a lottery in Japan where you can go to all these different convenience stores in Japan or like shops in Japan, and you can purchase these tickets. And I think when I bought one for One Piece, they cost about 400 yen. That could vary for a ticket. And then when you get the ticket, you open it, and inside the ticket, you get like a letter, for example. And with that letter, you get a prize.
Cool.
And so Pokemon, I've teamed up with Ichiban Kuji for this little lottery, and some prizes up on screen. What we have in front of us is a Pikachu, Yamper, and Eevee plushie, which are like the A, B, and last one prize. I don't know if last one's a new sort of thing in Ichiban Kuji lotteries. You got some tableware, you got a tote bag, you've got like some picnic stuff, picnic towels. So yeah, really cool stuff coming out of Ichiban Kuji in Japan. Surprisingly easy to get Ichiban Kuji items on eBay. So if you are looking for some of these stuff, go on eBay. There's always a few Japanese sellers selling this kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. But that's really
the picnic theme is super cute. I feel like Yamper would love a picnic.
Very suited to spring, isn't it?
Yes.
Picnics. I like the little, I don't know if you can see the plates, but in the plate you see there's Rowlet, Eevee, and Bulbasaur. I just like how Rowlet's just staring into space. No, just doing his thing, being cute.
That's what he does.
But that's literally it. We'll move on to the next segment. It's a podcast form news roundup. Something's happening in Pokemon Masters. What is happening in Pokemon Masters?
Yeah, they've announced the next event in the game, which will be a legendary arena fight against Latias, the second Eon Pokemon to appear in the game. It looks like it's going to be a 3-on-3 battle as well, similar to the Latios event, which also was a 3-on-3.
Oh, Christ.
And yeah, the side Pokemon look to have dark weaknesses. The center Pokemon looks to start with a dragon weakness and then changes to a fairy type weakness. We, I guess, know that Diantha is on her way or coming soon, and probably, given the fairy weakness, may or may not coincide with the launch of the event.
Yeah, so they showed a video off on the Pokemon Masters Japan Twitter. And they were using Valerie and Sylveon. I'm thinking, no, absolutely not. This is that's not happening.
They were like, look how powerful Valerie and Sylveon is, and then they did like no damage.
I'm initially quite thinking to use these three fellows in the battle. So Blue, Whimsicott, and what's his name, Cyrus, as well. Let's see how I get on with that and see if that does any work. There's glaring issues, but I'd like to see how far I can get.
So one of the things that's super interesting about what they've revealed so far about the event is it's going to focus primarily on stat boosts and stat reductions.
Mm.
So it'll be interesting to see how those work out. Obviously, Whimsicott can lower speed by up to 6 stages, which is super helpful. I'm sure that there'll be other key things to look out for, but yeah, I'm excited.
God, if you've got Iris for this event, you're golden, aren't you? When you think about it.
Yeah, if only the game didn't, deliberately build things around the latest sync pairs.
Oh, am I pulling for? No, I'm not.
No, you're not pulling for Iris.
No, I'm not.
You're stronger. You're stronger than me.
What I am doing is I'm pulling us over to the next segment. Amit, I'm going to tell you where the Helioptile Pokemon Sleep is.
Oh my gosh, is this the answer?
Well, remember we were talking about the Ichiban Kuji lottery earlier?
Yes.
Amongst their prizes, I spotted something.
Here we go.
You see that Pikachu keychain?
Yes.
Why is every other Pokemon, apart from Pikachu and Morpeko, awake and active? Is it because they're testing Pokemon Sleep on different Pokemon types at the moment and seeing which ones are compatible?
So you think they've nailed the electric type?
Yes, they've successfully sleep tested on the electric types, and now they're going through each and every one of them. Well, actually, I say successfully. I've just noticed one Patchy.
I was going to say Yampa's still awake, right?
Yeah, he's still awake. It looks like he's like struggling to stay awake though. So maybe, just maybe, they're close to finding the answer for electric types. It looks like they're.
I mean, I think they're further off than you think because Rowlet's awake and Rowlet's never awake.
Maybe it's had the inverse effect.
Yeah, maybe it's Pokemon Wake.
Maybe it's like Gen 2 where there's certain signals that are just making Pokemon enraged, but instead of enraged, just keeping Pokemon awake. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Never mind. We'll find out next week where Pokemon Sleep is. It's the unknown fact of the week with Amit.
Yeah, a cool one. If you want to pull the image up on screen for this week, about our good friend Electabuzz, Gen 1 Electabuzz, and his appearance in Pokemon Stadium, where he has 6 fingers. For whatever reason, they decided to give Electabuzz 6 fingers in the original Pokemon Stadium, and then didn't bother fixing it in Pokemon Stadium 2. So if you want to find a 6-fingered friend, Electabuzz, and you can see it in the image there, actually has 5 fingers and a thumb, giving him 6 in total.
You won't believe this fact about Electabuzz. It's shocking. That's how I'd like clickbait people. Maybe I should have named the episode that to get people in.
Why do I do this? Why do I set you up for these amazing puns and then hurt inside when
I'm
you do
still
them.
pissed off that Rahul didn't get the data one. Like that
Deary me.
professor is cute. Data, like as in data Rahul. Date her, never mind. That's been another episode of the PokeRamble Podcast. I told you it was going to be a quick one. Amit, where can they find us?
That's it. Are we ready for the podcast awards yet?
Do they even know who we are? It's like Ash in the Alola League, but it hasn't been registered as one of the champions yet.
Shout out to the UK Pokemon magazine for just being awesome.
You know what? I was thinking to buy it, dude.
They do. It's like any kids magazine where there's like a bunch of free stuff that comes with it. Some of which is awesome and some of which is rubbish. But dude, this month you got like temporary tattoos, and last month there was like painting stuff, like a statue of Pikachu and Charmander and Togepi that you could paint. It was awesome.
You've been doing a lot of painting as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I should probably show that on the podcast at some point, right?
Well, you could have done it this week, surprisingly, but you chucked away the opportunity.
I'm sure it's not going to be a busy week next week. Can you imagine if on 1st of April, Pokemon just start going, we're going to make Let's Go Johto? And then they're like, April Fools!
Hey guys, remember when we announced Pokemon Sleep? Did you pay attention to the date? No. It was April Fool's. No! Like, they've been playing us, like, the entire time. Oh, man.
It's strange, because I don't think there's ever been anything else in a Pokemon gaming space that was announced and then never came to be.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
There's plenty of stuff that got canned in development. That's the normal development process. But there's nothing that's been, like, announced and then cancelled before. The movie got postponed. A couple of movies have been postponed, but never cancelled.
No, and obviously it was because of like other circumstances, like big ones, unexpected ones that happened.
Yeah. Anyway, where the Helioptile is Pokemon Sleep? You can find us at twitch.tv/KamelH every Sunday evening when we record the PokeRamble podcast. Now at the new time, normally of 6:30 p.m. UTC, which is 7:30 p.m. in Britain, because we're now in daylight savings. Summertime.
I was playing Monster Hunter yesterday and just like, oh my god, I've got so much time to. It's 2:00.
Yeah, you lost an hour overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know what? I remember. Is it just me, or was there like sometimes it was on a Sunday leading into the Monday where we lose the hour, or is that?
I want to say it's always been Saturday into Sunday, but I could be wrong.
But yeah, at least I don't have to go into work next week. I'm off for a week, so.
Yes, to play Monster Hunter and nothing else, right?
You know what? I played some Need for Speed Heat yesterday. A few of my friends that I haven't played games with in like, I think maybe since last summer were on. And you know what? I was like, guys, I'm here. And honestly, it was some of the funniest stuff I've ever come across.
Nice.
Yeah. And we've got to play some Halo at some point.
Yeah, we do. Anyway, let me wrap up the podcast.
Yep.
You can find us at PokeRamble.com if you want to find any of our stuff. It's always on there. Or search for us on YouTube, Spotify, take your pick. PokeRamble Podcast. All our old episodes are there. Our Pokemon Master Special is there. If you're new to the game and need some tips, you can find that too. And come hang out with us for Pokemon Masters streams sometimes on Friday evenings.
As soon as I become a successful stand-up comic, I'm leaving the podcast. I'm just saying it now. Until next time.
Do you think you could be a successful stand-up comic only using Pokemon content? So there are people who are comedians, but pretend that they're comedians in a fictional setting. So people who are comedians, but like they're in the world of Harry Potter, or they're in the world of Final Fantasy VII, or whatever it is, and they're telling jokes as if that world is the real world. So they're like comedians of that world. Do you think you could do that for Pokemon?
Yeah, no, probably not, actually. Do you know what? You'd have to sit down and like really think of like, so like a lot of the comedians I like listen to do sort of like story-based kind of comedy. so the story is always around them, things that happened in their life and stuff like that. So yeah, to be able to immerse myself in the Pokemon world and be like, snap a punch like, and that's when I'll say I'd Kakuna, ha 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 ha. Like, it would be too difficult. I don't think I'll be able to do it now.
Maybe that's a special for the future.
Yeah. Pokemon comedians. That's Muse to me. On that note, see you next time. It took me that long to think of one Pokemon pun. Jesus.
Nailed it.
Bye, guys.